Relationships can light up your world like nothing else. Those butterflies, that rush of falling for someone new, it's magic. But here's the thing, sometimes that magic fades, and what's left might not be built to last. Ever wish you could spot the cracks before everything falls apart? That's what we're here for today. In this video, we're breaking down 12 early signs that a relationship might not make it. These aren't just random warnings, they're clues to help you figure out what's really going on. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll have a clearer picture of your own love life, or maybe even a friend's. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Sign 1, it's all about the romance. First up, your relationship is all about the romance. You know that electric feeling when you're head over heels? It's amazing, but it's not enough on its own. Think of romance as the icing on a cake. It's sweet, it's fun, but without the actual cake, things like shared interests, goals, or just enjoying each other's company, it's not a full dessert. I knew a couple once who were crazy about each other at first. Sparks everywhere. But when the excitement settled, they realized they had nothing to talk about. No hobbies in common, no plans that matched. It fell apart fast. So ask yourself, is your relationship more than just a romantic high? Sign 2, you can't stand their friends. Next, you don't like their friends. Ever notice how someone's buddies can tell you a lot about them? If your partner's friends rub you the wrong way, maybe they're rude, flaky, or just not your vibe, it can spell trouble. Sure, you don't have to be besties with their crew, but if you're cringing every time they're around, it's a problem. Imagine this. Your partner's pals are always starting drama, and you're stuck thinking, why do they even hang out with these people? It might mean you're seeing a side of your partner you don't love. Something to chew on, right? Sign 3, you're together all the time. Now let's flip it. You spend way too much time together. Early on, it's normal to want to be glued to each other, but if you're still doing that months in, it's like overwatering a plant. It starts to wilt. You need space to breathe, to keep your own hobbies, your own friends. I mean, even peanut butter and jelly need a break from each other sometimes. If you're losing who you are because your partner's your whole world, that's not romantic. It's risky. Balance is key. Are you still making time for yourself? Sign 4. It feels one-sided. Here's a tough one. The relationship feels one-sided. Are you always the one texting first? Planning dates? Saying sorry even when it's not your fault? That's a red flag. Relationships should be a team effort, not a solo mission. If you're pouring your heart into it and they're just coasting, it's exhausting. Picture this. You're carrying a heavy backpack up a hill and they're strolling beside you, hands free. Not fair, right? You deserve someone who meets you halfway. Sign 5, they're controlling you. This one's big. You feel controlled. Does your partner call all the shots? What you wear, where you go, who you see? Maybe they guilt trip you into doing things their way. That's not love, that's a power play. I had a friend whose boyfriend wouldn't let her hang out with her old pals. At first, she thought it was sweet. He wanted her all to himself, but soon she felt trapped. Love respects your freedom, not your obedience. If you're nodding along, it's time to speak up, or maybe step back. Sign 6, you can't be yourself. Ever feel like you're acting in your own relationship? Like you've got to hide your quirks, or fake a smile to keep them happy? That's a sign you can't be yourself. In a good relationship, you're free to let your weird flag fly, whether it's your goofy laugh or your secret love for cheesy movies. If you're still playing a part months in, ask yourself, do they really like me, or just the version I'm pretending to be? You shouldn't have to audition for love. Sign 7, they don't accept you. Tied to that, you don't feel accepted. Does your partner nitpick everything? Your clothes, your jokes, the way you eat fries? If they're always trying to fix you, it's a problem. There's a difference between helpful tips and wanting a whole new you. You're not a DIY project. You're a person. Someone who loves you will cheer for your quirks, not try to erase them. Feeling judged all the time, that's not a safe space to grow. Sign 8, you're always fighting. Fights happen. Nobody's perfect. But if you're arguing non-stop, that's a warning light. Constant bickering, especially early on, can mean you're not clicking. It's like trying to dance with someone who keeps stepping on your toes. Frustrating and painful. Healthy couples disagree, sure, but they work it out. If every chat turns into a showdown, you're not building a bond, you're breaking it. Is the drama worth it? Sign 9, trust is missing. Trust is everything. If you don't have it, what do you have? Are you sneaking peeks at their phone? Wondering if they're telling the truth? That's no way to live. Trust is like the roots of a tree. Without it, the whole thing topples. Maybe they've let you down before, or maybe you're just uneasy. Either way, a relationship without trust feels like a ticking time bomb. Can you fix it, or is it time to cut the cord? Sign 10, they're mean to others. Watch how they treat people, not just you. Are they sweet to your face but snap at the cashier? That's a clue. Someone who's mean to others might be hiding their real self. It's like dating a chameleon, charming one minute, cold the next. I've seen it. A guy who was all smiles with his girlfriend, but barked at waiters like they owed him something. Guess what? That nastiness eventually turned her way. Actions speak louder than words. Sign 11. They're passive-aggressive. Passive aggression is sneaky. Instead of saying what's wrong, they drop hints, sulk, or hit you with sarcasm. "Oh no, it's fine," they say while slamming doors. It's maddening. Relationships need straight talk, not games. If they can't tell you what's bothering them, you're stuck guessing. And that's a recipe for frustration. Ever dealt with this? It's like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. Sign 12. The timing's off. Finally, the timing isn't right. Sometimes love isn't enough. Maybe you're ready for forever, and they're still figuring out their career. Or you're healing from a breakup while they're raring to go. Life stages matter. It's like trying to plant flowers in winter. They won't bloom. If the timing's off, no amount of effort can force it. Have you ever felt this? It's tough, but recognizing it can save you heartache. So, there you go. 12 early signs a relationship might not last. Look, nobody's saying dump your partner over one little hiccup. Relationships take work, but if a bunch of these hit home, it's worth a hard look. Talk to your partner, lean on a friend, or just sit with your feelings. You deserve a love that lifts you up, not drags you down. Love this? Hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more real talk. Oh, and drop a comment. Have you seen these signs? What happened? Let's chat about it. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.